Hello and welcome to Austin, Texas, one of our favorite stops on the tour. And today, Darrell K. Royal Stadium is packed and revved up, ready to make noise for the Texas Longhorns. This is not just a regular matchup. Battle of top 10 teams, two teams colliding early in the season. One team can make a strong statement about the season ahead. We'll see a team that's had a chance to rest from a bye week, the Penn State Nittany Lions, taking on the third-ranked team, the Texas Longhorns. DDavis Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, here in the booth with Kirk Herbstreit. I think we've talked long enough, Kirk. Let's get this game going. And the Nittany Lions will kick this away to get us going. He's going to return it from deep in the end zone. He's tackled at the 10. Not good field position to start the drive. First down here for this offense. Offense moving receivers around now before the snap. They flip it to him on the jet sweep. He moves the ball out to the 15.
Well, they've had an entire week to try to find weaknesses in this defense and how to attack. And here in the opening drive, they're using the receiver in motion to get him the ball in space and give him those blockers out in front. Great job of designing the play and great execution here by this offense.
And the single back takes the handoff. He brings him down, but he reaches the 30-yard line.
Sometimes I almost get mesmerized watching these runners who have great vision. You know, the eyes that carry their feet to the open space, making people miss. I just love watching those guys do work.
Fresh set of downs for the offense. First down. The RPO caught to the right. To get him down quickly, not much of a gain on that completion.
Well, here the defense decided to sit back and play zone, and that front didn't do a good job of pressuring the quarterback. He had the time to make the throw, and he put it on target.
Offense getting set. Second down play here. It's a quick grab. Defense wraps him up after the catch, but he's just short of the first down.
Love to see the short passing game as a great go-to for any offensive coordinator in the first quarter because it's reliable and allows you to see how the defense is reacting. That can open up for other things later on.
Third down play for this offense. They'll try to run for the first down. Tackled, but only after picking up a fresh set of downs.
Boy, an opportunity missed here by this defense. They get him to third down. They load up the line of scrimmage, but they could not deny this back of coming up with that conversion.
Longhorns pick up enough yardage for a first down. It's a toss play to the right. Only a small gain. Now looking at 2nd and 9.
See, that's how you limit what an offense wants to do. This time, the defense just wanting to battle up front at the line of scrimmage, not giving up any big plays. Everybody's gap sound, and it's really solid defense on that play.
Offense getting set up. Here's second down. And the ball is handed off out of the shotgun. And that's a solid gain to the defense able to bring it down.
Well, they didn't bust that for a big play, but it makes this third down coming up a little bit more manageable, and that certainly has a lot of value.
7th play of the opening drive. They've moved it, but now face a third down. And a quick timeout call by the offense after the play.
Timeout, Texas.
Here comes the 7th play of a good-looking opening drive, but it's 3rd down now. And they hand it off to the back. Stop at the 43. This offense picks up another 1st down.
Boy, the defense misses out on an opportunity to get off of the field. They got the offense to 3rd down, and they just weren't able to prevent them from converting.
Quarterback adjusting now to the defense. Looking to throw it on 1st down. Finds an open target on the left side. They bring him down, but that gain moves the ball all the way to the 31.
Boy, Chris, great timing here with the quarterback against that zone defense, waiting just at the right time to deliver it into that window to pick up a nice gain.
The back's got it on a counter. The pickup is 5 yards, so it's 2nd down and 5.
Well, those counter plays are tough on a defense. The defense has got to be gap sound. You get so caught up in the base concepts. If the offense comes back with a counter play, if you're not sound with your gap integrity, you can give up a big play.
Second down, we're going to throw it. Receiver makes the catch and uses his speed to pick up solid yardage.
The key on a drag route is to put the ball out in front of the wide receiver to give him a chance to do what he just did. Pick up some valuable yards after the catch.
The Longhorns have 1st and 10 here. Inside give now from the shotgun. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1. Well, that was that excellent linebacker with a clear path just running downhill quickly.
You know, I think one of the great things about watching this guy play all year is his vision. He just has great instincts. That time the defensive line ate up all the linemen, freed up the linebacker to get into the backfield, and the result is a tackle for a loss.
Got a lane. Can he get in? Makes it across the goal line. Touchdown, Longhorns.
But that's a touchdown on the board here early in the game for him. And Chris, intentional or not, look how much time they took off the clock here in the opening quarter. So not only did they get a touchdown, they took the air out of the ball as well.
And now they'll set up for the point after. PAT makes it 7-0. Getting set to kick the ball off now. And he'll just take a knee. Drive will start at the 25-yard line. It's early, but this crowd is fired up. Listen to this noise here. This is going to be tough for the visitors today. Defense will make the stop. It will probably be the final play of this opening quarter.
That's the end of the first quarter. Texas 7 and 5.
Offense getting set for a 2nd down here to begin the quarter. Back's got it again. Tackle made at the 41. That's a nice gain. They're getting closer to the 50.
What a nice job here by this offensive line in the back to pick up this 1st down. And, Chris, you know better than me growing up in this area. Penn State's offense and the ability to run the ball, probably been doing it as well as anybody in college football for decades. Going back to guys like the late, great Franco Harris and Kajana Carter and Larry Johnson and Miles Sanders more recently, and, of course, Saquon Barkley. I mean, the list goes on of great Penn State.
He's going to be brought down by that ferocious pass rush. Nice sack.
There's a nice play by this defense after giving up a huge gain. They're able to turn things around, recalibrate, and get after that quarterback for that sack.
That sack makes it 2nd down and forever. Pre-snap motion from the receiver. Looking to pass here on 2nd down. Again, he's just trapped and sacked in the pocket.
I like how this defense is bringing pressure from all over the field, and that's the key in putting together a good defensive strategy. On this play, it came from the outside linebacker, and he gets to the quarterback.
So 2 losses in a row puts him in a tough spot, 3rd and very long. Here's the snap, looking to throw here. And the pressure gets to him again.
I can't believe the amount of pressure this defense is getting on this quarterback. Sack after sack. Well, you got to think about changing things up. The snap count, the scheme, anything at all to help this offensive line. They're overmatched so far in this game.
Gets the kick away from his own end zone. And the coverage team makes the stop on this return. Longhorns offense takes the field. They had a brilliant touchdown drive last time, mixing the run and the pass. Can they keep that going again? Trying to find room. It's Gibson. They bring him down, but that gain moves the ball all the way to the 31.
Nice job up front, opening up that hole, and look at this Texas running back just running physical for a nice 1st down. Texas running backs. Chris, come on, you know better than me. Earl Campbell, Ricky Williams, Jamal Charles, more recently Bijan Robinson. Incredible history in Austin when it comes to these backs, and he's living up to it today.
Stiff arms the man. That's a big gain before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks, more than enough for a 1st down.
Well, it's a nice job up front by the offensive line. But give the running back an assist for setting those blocks up before he's able to get downfield for the 1st down.
The Longhorns are in the red zone. They'll try the right here. Got space, looking to score. And he'll make it in for the score. Touchdown, Texas. So it's still early, but this offense beginning to build momentum and build the lead now, Kirk.
As we've seen over the years, Chris, good teams know how to use the 1st quarter to establish the lead, the 2nd quarter to increase the lead, and the final half just to hold on to it. They're following that blueprint perfectly, widening the distance between them and their opponent before we even get to the locker rooms.
With the extra point, the lead is 14. Here's the kickoff team. Let's see if they give the returner an opportunity to bring this back.
Texas.
He'll bring it out from his end zone. Tackle at the 13. Not great field position to start the drive. State offense is back out on the field. The last drive, they came up empty, had to kick it away. Can they come up with something here? Keeping it on the ground here. Tackle made at the 24 as they begin to put a drive together.
Look, I realize on any play call, when it's properly executed, it can go to the house for a touchdown. But the runs that really make a game plan work are the ones where you get just what you need. And he barely got the 1st down, but he got it.
Physical defending. That one falls incomplete. Brings up 2nd down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out the punishment, but here, he's the one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, he's unable to hold on to the football.
2nd down after that previous play. Handoff here from the shotgun. Tackle behind the line. It's a loss of 2. And they don't block the defensive end. It shows some quickness, Kirk, getting around the edge that time.
Yeah, this guy's usually getting around the edge to put pressure on the quarterback, but he reminds everybody here that this guy's a complete package. Not only can he pressure the quarterback, but also he is very, very talented and shows you the physicality he has against the run as well.
Drops back, looking to throw for it on 3rd down. That one is incomplete. The defender was right there, and it brings up 4th down now.
Well, Chris, obviously they had to go through the air there to try to pick up this 3rd down and long, but when you're so far behind the chains, you really allow this defense to dictate things, and it allows them to put pressure on your quarterback and can affect the timing, as we saw on this play.
Okay, the Texas offense comes back out on the field. They've really built momentum in this game. They've been hard to stop. Can the defense make some adjustments, come up with a stop here? A pop pass on the jet sweep. And he's tackled for a loss after the catch. The defense all over that one.
2nd down coming up.
Now it's 2nd down here. Quarterback changing the play now at the line. They look to throw it here on 2nd down. He lets it go. It's picked off. He tried to fire the ball into a tight window. And he's got some open field ahead. And he steps out after a nice return. What a momentum shifter this could be.
Well, the quarterback ends up being a tad aggressive, and he ends up paying for it with a pick. I get that that might be part of his playing style, but there's a difference between being aggressive and being careless.
On 1st down, it's play action. Looking for his big tight end. No connection there. The pass is incomplete.
Well, Chris, as you know, anymore in college football, these tight ends are essentially wide receivers. They move them all over the place and try to find a good matchup. And they had one. They're just unable to complete the pass.
Offense lines up for a 2nd down play off the incompletion. Testing the right side here. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
I mean, Chris, you have to admire this offense. They continue to try to sprinkle in the run game, even though it's not been able to really get established. But they're not just becoming one-dimensional. You got to respect that, and hopefully at some point it'll pay off.
And a nice drive going here, but now it's 3rd down and long. Dropping back, looking to throw for the 1st down. He's going for a big play downfield. The pass is intercepted. Did he take it all the way? Follows the pick with a nice return before finally being brought down.
That offensive coordinator is going to have some choice words for his quarterback over the phone on the sideline after that throw. You have to be more careful with the football.
The Longhorns offense takes the field. Interesting position here. How aggressive do they get to try to add to this lead before half? And he lofts it toward the left sideline. Deep shot caught inside the 25. Touchdown, Longhorns. Just ran away from the defense.
That's what makes this guy so dangerous as a wide receiver. He can catch the ball underneath, shake and bake and go by you, or use his speed to get around you and make a big play like this for a touchdown.
Extra point try coming now. He had the extra point and the lead now 21-zip. So the offense getting some momentum before halftime with a touchdown. Now they kick off and hope for the defense and get a quick stop.
Texas.
And he takes this from inside the 5. And he's tackled at the 21. That's where the drive will start. Penn State offense comes back on the field. Backed up this close to the red zone in the final minute. Let's see if they just decide to take care of the football and look toward the second half. Bringing pressure. Escapes the pocket. second down play. No press coverage. The DB's backing up now. Quarterback looking to pass here on second down. Looking for his big tight end. Finds a man to the left. Big catch downfield. And a timeout is called. Important stage late here in the second quarter.
And there's the tight end who shows off his hands.
So the offense looking to be efficient here. Not much time remaining before the end of the half. First down, looking to throw the football. And he floats this pass deep down the right side. Oh, it's picked off. What a play. Going the other way. Can they catch him? Inside the 40. Past the 20. Finally steps out of bounds after a long return. What a play by the defense.
Chris, not only the awareness to come up with the interception, but the speed and athletic ability on the return. I thought he was going to take it all the way back, but the offense just did enough to keep him out of the end zone.
This one is right through. And those 3 points will finish off the first half and take us to halftime. And that will do it for the first half here. Kevin Connors now has our halftime update. Longhorns will kick this deep to begin the second half. Doesn't bring the kick out. Touchback. The 25. And the Nittany Lions offense retakes the field. No surprise they're in a hole here. They've given the football away in each of the last 2 possessions. That's a solid gain. Moves the ball to the 29.
Nice solid run here by this back. Did a nice job of just kind of finding that lane, pick up some positive yards there on 1st and 10.
A gain makes it 2nd and medium. Takes the handoff again. They tackle him right at the 35-yard line.
Just love watching this back run. Gets behind that offensive line, lowers his pads, and gets a nice solid gain.
Urgency now for the offense that hate to come up empty on this drive, down multiple scores. Can he make it to the marker? The Nittany Lions offense is on the move now.
You know, even though that these guys are facing a deficit, they're not just going all through the air. Love the fact that you're running the football, keeping this defense honest, not panicking by just throwing every single down. Now you got a new set of downs and a chance to keep moving the ball down the field.
The Nittany Lions lining up here on 1st and 10. Off the play fake, looking to throw. Taking a shot here. He's got an open man downfield, and it's caught. And he goes down after a huge gain. This offense is clicking now. So off the play fake there, the big tight end gets open downfield.
Well, I love this call right here. Anytime you can run the football, eventually it opens up play action. Linebackers and safeties' eyes are in the backfield. They lose the tight end completely, and a quarterback throws that one on rhythm for a nice gain.
Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a first down.
Outstanding blocking on the left side of that offensive line. That's really what opened up this play. They did their job, and you can see the results. You burst open and get a big gain on the ground.
He's got a lane. Can he make the end zone? And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Nittany Lions. That's a crucial score. Let's see if they can build momentum and complete this comeback.
Well, I know they're still trailing, but that score is a great first step in trying to break down this lead. You don't want to leave it all to the fourth quarter when the pressure really intensifies and you have limited time.
Extra point is good. They cut it to 17 now, 24-7. Kickoff team has come on the field now to send this one away.
24, Penn State, 7. Texas.
And from deep in the end zone, he'll bring it out. Solid coverage there. They get it at the 15. That's where the offense will take over. Okay, the Texas offense comes back out on the field. Kept out of the end zone last time. Had to settle for a short field goal. Can they improve upon that here? Heading left after the handoff. In the clear at the 25. Tackled at the 32. That's enough for a first down.
Hey, whether it's been on the inside or bouncing things to the outside, this guy has shown you everything that he has to offer, and a big part of the reason why they're enjoying this nice lead.
First down play call coming up. How aggressive will it be? And the runner takes off to his right. And the senior able to make the stop after a short gain.
Well, the defense coordinator this week all week telling us about gap integrity, not giving this running back any creases at all. Really sound defense on that play.
Important second down play coming up. Quick pass. Here comes a jet sweep. Crosses the 45. Oh, and he's in the clear now. It's a foot race. And just like that, in one play, they've moved into scoring position at the 23.
Man, I really love the way more and more offenses are using the receiver in motion pre-snap. Give him a chance to get the football with a couple of blockers in front of him. He's got all that speed built up. You get the ball in his hands, and you better look out. He could be off to the races.
The offense really clicking against this embattled defense. Hand off to the single back. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Maybe this stop is an indicator of what's to come for this defense. The offense, frankly, has been able to enforce their will in the first half, but maybe things are starting to change.
Second down play coming up for this offense. And they're moving the receiver now before the snap. They flip it to him on the jet sweep. Tackle, but first down.
The defense has got to do a much better job here of adjusting to the pre-snap motion. They just kind of stayed in place, and it gave the receiver plenty of room there to make a nice play.
The Longhorns looking to punch it in here. It's first and goal. First and goal, they'll try to run it in. Ball carrier wrapped up and brought down.
He's tackled at the 5-yard line. It's now second and goal.
Coming up, second down and goal. Here's the handoff, testing the middle. And he's tackled down at the 4-yard line. Defense getting pushed back.
It's a nice play by this defense, and now you're thinking about third down and goal from around the 5-yard line. You got a real shot to come up with a stop here. Whether they run it or throw it, you get a stop here, and maybe you hold them to 3 points.
He moves the ball to the 4. It's third down and goal.
That's the end of the third quarter. With the score, Texas 24, Penn State 7.
Seventh play of the drive coming up. Movement here from the tight end. And the offense will now quickly spend a timeout.
Timeout, Texas.
Crucial play to begin the new quarter. The offense sets up with a third and goal. Takes the ball, tries the right side here. Touchdown, Texas. And this one is getting ugly.
Man, that's another touchdown for this guy. This defense better adjust and get eyes into that backfield, or he may go for a third or a fourth later today.
So they'll try to add the lead now to the PAT. And the kick is up and good. They tack on a point to their lead. Now they get set to kick it away.
Texas.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone. The offense will start at the 25. State offense is back out on the field. In the last possession, the defense just had no answer for this powerful ground game. Let's see what they can do this time. Makes a quick grab.
Hey, it's positive yards, right? That's never a bad thing. But let's face it, these guys got a long way to go in a short amount of time to do it. So let's get the ball downfield and let's get out of bounds to try to preserve that clock.
Quick throw, testing the middle. That one falls incomplete. Looking for a flag, doesn't get it. Brings up third down.
Well, these guys just continue to struggle throwing the football. You know, whether it's been running the wrong route, the quarterback not being accurate, the offensive line not doing their job. It's been a collective effort, and it's a big reason why they're trailing now in this game.
So off the incompletion, it sets up a third down and 3. Looking to pick up the first down through the air. He's hit as he throws it. Incomplete. He was hit as he threw the football there on third down.
Oh, the quarterback and receiver just not quite on the same page. But the good news is it's fourth down and short. And trailing in this game, you've got to convert here to keep your hopes alive.
So down by multiple possessions here. The offense will try to convert here on fourth down. Looking to throw again. Fires it to the wideout. Finds his receiver. That's enough for the first down. They've got him, but they convert on fourth down, and the drive keeps going.
Chris, here we are in the fourth quarter. These guys are trailing. Hadn't been a great day, but with this quarterback, he's as gifted as anybody in the country. You never count these guys out.
And he pulls in the catch. Touchdown, Penn State. Made the defense look slow that time.
This guy can do it all. We've seen him go behind coverage and make plays downfield. We can see him catch the ball underneath, just like this. And when he catches a football, he is so dangerous after the catch. This one leads him into the end zone for the 6 points.
Now a 2-point conversion attempt coming up. And he'll set up to throw. Looked over the middle, but it's incomplete.
Defense not fooled at all there. Nice job of stepping up and stopping that two-point conversion.
31, Penn State, 13.
Here's the kickoff team now, set to boot this one away.
Texas.
And here's the fair catch by the return man. The Longhorns offense takes the field. The passing game was clicking beautifully in the last drive, right down for a touchdown. Let's see if they can do it again. Gives it to the back. And he's shoved out of bounds by the defense short of the first down marker.
Oh, that's exactly what you don't want to do as a running back here in the fourth quarter. Working with the lead, it's all about eating up that clock and keeping the ball on the ground, which they tried to do. But now he stops the clock by going out of bounds.
A pop pass on the jet sweep. They bring him down to the 32-yard line. And now a timeout quickly called by the defense as they try to get everybody on the same page here.
Man, that jet sweep action puts so much pressure on a defense. You get so locked in on the ball attacking you downhill. But when offenses sprinkle this kind of offense in, it stretches this defense out wide and can create some vertical seams for big plays.
It's third down for the offense. Can't hold on. Good defensive play. Brings up a fourth down.
How about the call here? They call it the screen on third down and short. You don't see that called very often. They're not able to even complete the pass, so no chance at a conversion. So we got fourth and short.
The Longhorns will line up to punt it away. It's on to kick it away, helping his team with field position. The coverage team able to bring the returner to the ground.
And the Penn State offense will take over. First and 10.
And the Penn State offense comes back on the field. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Looking for the wideout. And the junior quarterback inaccurate that time. Threw up behind the receiver. So after the incompletion, it's second down. And the quarterback drops back looking for an open man. Scrambling, now he'll make the throw. The defender gets a hand in there to break the pass up.
Just a great play on the ball by the defensive back, getting a hand on it and tipping it up into the air. Boy, anytime you see a tip go up, often that defense is thinking interception. This one falls to the ground, but the next tip ball could be going the other way.
On third down, he drops to throw. He lets it go on the move. And he throws his third interception of the day. Going the other way, can they stop him? Touchdown, Longhorns. Wow, what a play, a defensive score.
Well, it's just something freeing when you have this kind of lead and you can just turn the defense loose. Getting aggressive pays off for them here. They get the interception, and what athletic ability there to take it into the end zone for a touchdown.
The extra point is good, and they stretch the lead a little bit more. Now the kickoff team is out on the field. Return starts from inside the 5. Coverage team brings down the return. offense retakes the field. They have got to bounce back on this possession after throwing a pick 6 last time out here. On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. And they hit him just as he releases the ball. It's incomplete.
Chris, this offensive coordinator is going to have to adjust. We've seen hits and sacks and pressure on this quarterback all game long. They've got to find a solution to create more time for the quarterback to be able to throw the football, or maybe completely overhaul and change what they're doing on offense.
Well, a serious challenge for this offense. You don't want to be in 3rd and long inside your own 20. How much of a risk will they take to try to pick up this 1st down? From the shotgun, he's probing the secondary. And now the ball comes out. A disastrous play from the start. Defense recovers the fumble. Big takeaway. Touchdown, Texas. A fumble return for 6. That is any defender's dream. Comes up with a fumble, takes it back to the house.
I can't believe the speed that this guy has to be able to score. I thought maybe he'd pick it up, maybe go a few yards, but instead he took it all the way to the end zone.
And they're able to tack on the extra point. Kickoff team on the field getting set now. He'll return it from inside the 5. He'll be tackled at the 18. That's good coverage there. And the Penn State offense is back out on the field. The first job here, protect the football. Turnovers on back-to-back possessions. And looking for a big play here. That one is incomplete. Took a downfield shot on 1st down, but missed it.
This is smart defense. When you're trying to protect the lead late in the game, you know they're going to take some shots. Get those safeties and those defensive backs back far, anticipating a deep throw, and knock the ball away.
And the sophomore making an impact play.
Man, how about the job by this defense? I mean, we really expected this offense to be able to come into this game, put up big yards and a lot of points, and here we are in the 4th quarter. Collectively, they don't even have 200 yards total offense, and they just seem to be out of sync. Give all the credit to the defensive coordinator and those defensive players.
It's picked off again, the 4th for this QB today. And he's wrapped up after a solid return.
Boy, would this quarterback love to have this one back. They're trying to work themselves back into this game here in the 2nd half, and the defense comes up with a big turnover that could be the nail in the coffin.
Okay, the Texas offense comes back out on the field. Handoff as they try to work the clock here. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
Boy, these obvious running situations are very tough when you're working with the lead late in the game, because you know the defense is going to stack the line of scrimmage, make it as difficult as possible for you to run the football. So nice job there by the defense. They're trying to punch that ball out, do anything they can at all to get the ball back.
What's the play call here on 2nd down for this offense? Handoff to the back. And they finally stop him, but a decent gain that time.
Just another example of this offense, Chris, doing pretty much whatever they want to do. They've been able to run the football. Offensive lines held their own in pass protection. Quarterbacks had an outstanding day. You add all that up, it's a big reason why they're up by such a wide margin.
Picks up about 3 yards there, but it's going to be 4th down.
How about that, Chris? They run the football here on 3rd down, almost pick up the 1st down. What it does, though, is gives them a much better chance if they decide to go for this and picking up that 1st down.
Longhorns will look to convert here on 4th down. They'll try the option play here. They'll toss it to the back. He'll be stopped for a loss on the play. The defense all over the option that time. So the choice to go for it doesn't pan out this time. And the Penn State offense comes back on the field. This one has been a beatdown for the ages, a demolition, an evisceration. Close to the tight end. He pulls it in for a big gain. They bring him down, but not before an explosive play through this offense through the air. And the offense will wisely spend a timeout after the play. Clock management's going to be very important here in the final minutes. Gain moves the ball to the 37, another first down. Caught in the backfield, it's Brown. And the defense swarms not much of a gain on that completion. And the coach quickly calls timeout after the play, trying to hold on to as much time as possible. Pass caught, second down now. Receiver in motion now. Play action fake, looking to throw. Breaks free. Trying to create here on the move. Oh, it's incomplete. That's a good job of the defender to break that up.
How about the defense today? They have played so well. I think the defensive coordinator put together a great plan. His kids clearly understood their scheme because they have been aggressive and attacking all game long.
And there's a deep throw with the clock winding down. Catch made for a big game, but the fans are wondering where was that earlier in this football game.
This is a big conversion by this offense. They're down now in the second half. Probably limited opportunities at this point in the game. Every chance you get your hands on the ball, you need points. They keep this drive alive right here.
Let's it fly to the wideout. Who makes the grab? Tackle is made at the 8-yard line. It'll be first and goal right there.
Hey, listen, this game isn't over yet. The defense can't get too comfortable with this lead, and I know the coach isn't content with giving up plays like that at any point in the game.
Back-to-back big plays. Defense is reeling. Set up first and goal now. Quarterback sets up, looking for an open man. He's moving out of the pocket now. Launching one to the end zone. Looking for a touchdown, but it's incomplete.
Boy, this offense has really struggled today, Chris, when it comes to throwing the football. They have dug themselves a huge hole. They're not going to have any chance of coming back. And I think one thing about this is you wonder where you go from here. You're hoping to make a play or two to give yourself a belief that things can get better, but it's just been a disastrous day for the offense.
That's a second and goal play for the offense. There's the snap, and he's looking to throw. Launching one to the end zone. Intercepted in the end zone.
Well, that interception really about cost him the game here. And I understand. You got to do everything you can to get back in it, down by a couple scores. But the interception, for the most part, seals the deal for the defense.
So with the lead secure here, it's time to just take a knee, run out the clock, and plan the victory celebration. So that's now back-to-back wins, Kirk, over quality opponents. This team really building some momentum.
I agree. I think there's a lot to build on with this team and what they've been able to